Welcome to the podcast. What if there's a better way? I'm your host Leah, and this is another mini session. Today's topic: fight, flight, freeze, and why it is so important to come out of it. Okay, let's see how you first get there. Probably through some kind of trauma. But it also couldn't be yours. It could be generational. It could have been abuse. It could have been an accident. And it is actually more general with what we're working here. So let's call it survival stress that is still trapped in the body. For some reason, your body wasn't able to process an experience. It could even be exposure to a harmful chemical, possible, and it's still stuck in your body, in your cells, in your nervous system, in the way your body organizes itself. So this is a disruption for the body, and over time can cause disease. If you are under constant stress, I think this is very general knowledge at this point, your body will burn the candle at both ends and use up more resources. And of course, depending on what it is, the resources might be different. Makes sense. And the place in your body might be different. And of course, as a consequence, the symptoms then might be different. So it can be very specific, but let's just keep it very general. If you have trapped survival stress still in your body, it can lower your general life satisfaction. If you're able to get this out, it can improve it. So, what is fight, flight, and freeze? Well, freeze is basically when you are so overwhelmed by the flight and fight that you go into freeze. Fighting and fleeing does not make sense to your body anymore, so it just freezes. Like the opossum, like the goats that just fall over. Like you, when you have hurt yourself and don't feel any pain, or something happened, something very extreme happened, and then only days, weeks, months later, suddenly symptoms are starting. You might be having nightmares, you could just be in pain. Suddenly emotions are coming up. Right? You were in freeze. You did not feel the impact of what happened. You are numb to it. This can also affect your energy. You could be very lethargic. It depends. Then, underneath that, we have fight and flight. Very self-explanatory with the words where you are fighting or fleeing a situation. And so the symptoms that could be going with that in your body, of course, depend. So let's say you are wanting to fight or flee an attacker, let's say. Your heart would be pumping faster. Your body would take away the blood from the digestion and putting it in the limbs to fight or flee, to run away, basically. And in those situations, you will go over your general day-to-day limit that you have. But, of course, for going over the limit, which might have been necessary for that situation, later the body has to recuperate it. We hope you can do that. And those three states, we definitely do not want to maintain over a long period of time. Fight, flight, freeze are fantastic for short time occurrences, very necessary for the body. will protect you. Yes, we want it. Amazing. But if there are chronic stressors, or if your body is just simply not able to come back to a more settled state, then it will be very taxing over a long period of time. This is what this whole thing is about. So you want to help the body to get back into rest, digest, and social engagement, which is the ideal place for the body to be for extended periods of time. This is where you sleep well. This is where contact to people is easy and feels natural and pleasurable. This is where you are able to feel your body. This is where sensations are pleasurable. This is where learning is the easiest and the deepest and long-lasting.